All right. So what do you think is the most or nalla yoga teacher in order to be a good yoga teacher? And how do you think a yoga teacher, not yoga teacher, a teacher, a yoga teacher, a spiritual teacher, what do you think should be the most important criteria? Should he know how to talk well? What do you think? Nalla pesa theriyuma. What is the most important thing? Do you think? What's the most important thing you think? Should he be very good looking? Do you think? டாம் க்ரூஸ் மாதிரி இருந்தால் தான், லியோனார்டோ டி கப்ரியோ மாதிரி இருந்தால் தான் யோகா டீச்சர் ஆகும். Do you think so? What else do you think? Does she have to be very beautiful? The art of listening to always be listening to the plight of the students. Always be willing to listen. That is good criteria. But do you think that is the best criteria? Patience. You must have patience, isn't it? Every student will be different. You must have patience with all of them. Yes. The love and respect towards the art. You must have great love and respect towards the art. But does that make a person the best teacher? Yes. So what makes the best teacher is the answer that has already been given to you. The person does not have to be anything in terms of physicality. He don't have to be handsome, he don't have to be beautiful. That is not the criteria. Of course, physical criteria is not there. He don't have to be knowledgeable. Also. He don't have to do satsang, 3 hours satsang, 4 hours satsang, like how I taught you, all of you. Don't need to do that also. He don't need to say jokes also. He don't need to be a very humorous person. No, not necessarily. He don't have to be a humorous person also. This is the most important thing now. That person has to be a great practitioner. That person has to be a great practitioner. A person is felt through his energy. The connection that you make with your spiritual teacher is energy. That's how you spend. If you listen to the story of great saints, how they made their guru, no words were spoken between Sri Yukteswarar Giri and Paramahamsa Yogananda. When Paramahamsa Yogananda met Sri Yukteswarar Giri, no words were exchanged. The moment he saw, he can feel his energy. He knew that this is the person. Not even one satsang, not even learned anything, not even learned Hatha Yoga, whatever, nothing has been learned. When Swami Vivekananda met Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, it is the same thing. He felt the energy, the immense energy of this particular individual. Means, for an example, the energy of this guru or the spiritual teacher. So the number one criteria for a great practitioner is surrender, Iswara Pranidhana. Iswara Pranidhana means like what we can conclude as great affection towards the practice, complete surrender towards the practice. In the moment you surrender completely to the practice, what will happen? What will happen is his energy will rise so much, he don't need to do anything. You just sit there, people will come to you. Yes, it's true. I've seen great people like that. Not seen, felt great people like that. Those type of people you cannot see. You have to feel. Can you all hear me clearly? Is it lagging? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Can you all hear me? So I see that all of you are lagging. I have to change some settings over here. Video settings. 25 participants. Okay. Can you all see me? Hear me clearly? Is it Lanchara Arka? From just now, the part I spoke about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Well, here, all the way. When I was singing, well, here. Okay. That one I don't want to review anything. So how? So the number one criteria is Iswara Pranidhana. Iswara Pranidhana is the biggest criteria for a yoga teacher. You don't have to work so hard. Let's say to be a yoga teacher, what should I do? Should I read thousands of books? No. Should I go and do whatever? Have a good melodious voice so that I can chant and enchant my students. Enchanting chants I do. Isn't it? Like that means all the singers will be good teachers. Like that. So that is not. So if you see the voice of Swami Sivananda, it's a very big voice. If you see the voice of Prabhupada, it's a very big voice. Voice. The voice is very like not the melodious type one. Like if you see now Hare Krishna, now they are singing Hare Krishna, how they are singing very nicely, they are singing, isn't it? But if you see Prabhupada voice, it's a very strong voice, like that. So the criteria is Ishvara Pranidhana. You must be dedicated to your art. That will make you the best teacher in the world. There is nothing else that will make you the best teacher in the world, right, other than the complete surrender to your own practice. Your own practice is your God. Your practice is your God. Your God will reveal himself through your practice. So Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Who is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? It is Guru. Or Guru Kitta Ponaru. He went to his Guru, Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Then he told him, have you seen God or not? He asked him, have you seen God or not? Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, yes, I have seen God. How does he look like? He said, how does he look like? How does he look like? Where is he? I'm not convinced that you have seen him. He asked his Guru. I'm not convinced that you have seen him. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, absolutely, I see him all the time. In fact, right now you are standing in front of me. I see him more clearly than you here. I see him more clearly. I see him more clearly than you here in front of me. That clear. So Swami Vivekananda got frustrated. Then how come I cannot see God? Why you only can see God? Like that. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, you do not have the quality to see God. You cannot see God through your eyes. You see, you do not have the quality. What is the quality? The quality is Iswara Pranidhana. You must surrender. You must yearn for his presence. You must yearn for his presence, the presence of God. Then only he will reveal himself to you. When you are practicing, you must surrender completely. You must think that whatever problem that you are actually facing, this practice will solve it for you. That type of confidence you must have in your practice. Then only it will help you to solve your issues. Otherwise, how it can help? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa continued saying, a girl is crying for a boy. A boy is crying for a girl, but nobody is crying for God. And then you are expecting God to come and rescue you, isn't it? It is true, isn't it? ஒரு ஆணுக்காக எவ்வளவு பேர் அழுகுறாங்க நம்ம அதே மாதிரி ஒரு பெண்ணுக்காக எத்தனை பேர் அழுகுறான் கடவுளுக்காக எவ்வளவு பேர் அழுகுறாங்க இறைவன் எனக்கு வேணும்ட்டு எத்தனை பேர் அழுகுறான் ரொம்ப குறைவு தானே இட்ஸ் வெரி ரேர். So he is saying, Ramakrishna is saying, you have to yearn, you have to cry from your heart, you have to yearn that type of devotion. When you practice, that type of love has to be in your heart. Then the practice will reveal itself. It will make you the best of the best. It will make your energy so profound that you don't have to do anything. Just sitting there, people will be coming to you. Have you seen this movie, Arunachalam? Arunachalam by Rajinikanth. What will happen in Arunachalam? he will be thrown out and the Parambrayadalanda, he will be thrown out, and then he will be going to he'll be sitting under a tree, isn't it? Is that Arunachalam movie? வேற படமா அது? சிலபஸ் விட்டுனா இது வேற வேட்டையா? Arunachalam. Okay, so Arunachalam too will be sitting there, and then the entire village will be coming and asking him things. So, but how does he look like during that time? Like disorder, isn't it? He's disorder. Oh, Muttu padama Silap Arunachalam. What mistake? Never mind. Muttu Arunachalam all same only, all Rajinikanth only. So Muttu. So he will be sitting under a tree, isn't it? He'll be sitting under a tree, and then people will be coming. Allah on the day, they'll be asking him. They're asking him why? Because of his tapas. Because he has surrendered. He has become a jnani. So he don't need to do anything. People will come to him. Like that, when you whether you want to be whatever that you want to be, whether you want to be the best teacher, don't think that you do not have the skills. Don't think that you do not have the skill. The skill is not talking many hours or chanting many hours or standing upside down many hours. All these additional skill sets. It's an additional skill set, but this is not the main criteria. Main criteria is like what Patanjali has said in the Yoga Sutras, Ishvara Pranidhanatva. You must surrender yourself completely to the practice. All your problems will be taken away. Patanjali is saying. But when you are practicing, when you are surrendering yourself to the practice, you should have 100% faith. Let's say if you have certain problems, before you go to the mat, then you say, okay, I surrender. Everything will change for me. Then after coming out, finish already 1 hour, then you look around, the problem is still there. Nada, I thought this problem should, it does not go like that. Understand? This is the problem with people. After practice, immediately gone. Isn't it? Before blood test, before yoga practice, blood test, cholesterol very high. The doctor say, you practice yoga. Then you go practice daily, you practice 1 week, you will practice. Then you take the blood test again. Still cholesterol like, yoga, that's all cannot lah. So old flow, namuk seripitara. And say, like that, isn't it? Not convinced, no faith in the practice. So where there is no faith, God cannot be there. Then we have heard this. நம்பிக்கை இல்லாத இடத்துல இறைவன் நிற்க முடியாது அப்படி. அப்ப நம்பிக்கை நமக்கு எதுல இருக்கணும்? நம்ம பயிற்சி மேல இருக்கணும். Where we should have our faith on, we should have in our practice. I'm not asking you to have practice faith in our guru or faith in our scriptures or nothing. It's very simple. So you can read everything in the world. Everything can be in your brain. You can be the most learned person. You can be the most skillful person. You can do a lot of asanas and a skillful person. But that one all will not impress your student. You will not be a magnet. If you want to be a magnet, you have to have energy. That energy can only be generated through the practice, through your practice. And how you utilize the energy that is already within you also is important. So you generate a lot of energy through your practice, and then you go and scold others, go and show anger to others. Then what will happen? All the energy gone drain again. It is why those who are very angry, people, not only people will not go near them, people also will not be attracted to them. But people who are always calm, at one point of time, people will be attracted to you. You know when you're old. See your party all. Everybody is going to party. Why? Why everyone is going to party? Party cannot scold already nowadays. Those days, party would have scolded everyone. Isn't it? Now party's energy is very relaxed energy. So everyone is attracted. Isn't it? Because you don't scold like that. Isn't it? So you see the logic here. It's like that. So you must, whatever energy that you have generated, you have to know how to sustain that energy. You see a snake, you know snake. Yes, a cobra, a venomous snake, a cobra. A cobra, it has venom, isn't it? It has venom in the teeth. It has venom in the teeth, in his, what is it? It is teeth and சொல்லுவோம். அது என்ன fangs என்னமோ சொல்லுவாங்க. But அந்த கஷ்டமா இருக்கு இந்த இங்கிலீஷ் அர்த்தம் நாங்க teeth ன்னு சொல்றோம். Okay? It's teeth. Okay? Now, but a cobra will not go everywhere and strike. Have you seen a cobra going 50 meters and then striking here, going 50 meters, striking there, going 50 meters, striking there? Have you seen a cobra striking like that? Apna cobra ku mariyadhe poirundana. This cobra is not a disciplined cobra, isn't it? Cobra will only strike when it will strike. Two times only it will strike. When it feels that its own life is in danger. Another, when it needs to eat. So it needs to kill the prey. So when it needs to kill the prey, it will go and kill. It will use its venom. Other than that, because the process of producing the venom takes tremendous amount of energy within the body. So one time it has beaten someone. One time it has beaten someone, then it will take a long time for it to process again. So it will not necessarily strike. That is why you see people who play with the snake, they can play for a long time with the snake. They will show here 1 hour, show the snake will also like that, also play with him. He will not strike because he know it's a dummy piece, we should not strike him. We just play around with him also. Because you know why? Because even though the person might be annoying, he will not spew, the snake will not spew any poison. Like that, as a human being, we are always faced with lot of annoying people, lot of people who make you frustrated in your life. But you don't go and spew around your poisonous words to others, isn't it? Words that will take out lot of your energy, isn't it? Nariya words will take out a lot. So you must know how to preserve your energy also. One who knows how to generate and one who knows how to preserve, now that person will have a different presence. Will have a completely different presence because he knows how to generate and he knows how to sustain both the things. But that will get people. So like how? But so does that mean like how a snake strikes when it thinks its life is in danger? Like that, can we strike when we think our life is in danger to defend ourselves? When you think your life is in danger, yes, you may need to take certain necessary measures, isn't it? Let's say someone is trying to harm you, someone is trying to snatch your handbag. You cannot go soft on him, isn't it? Someone is trying to snatch your bag, then you say, Tuan, jangan mengambil bag saya. Can you say like that? No, you have to shout, you have to throw some anger. Yes, it's because your life is in danger. Cannot box. Don't box. When you are faced this type of situation, try not to fight. Because nowadays they are very dangerous people. Okay, so like that, isn't it? So other than that, you must know how to preserve your energy. There will be situation happening all around you, which will be testing you always. The height of your practice will be displayed through the test that you go through in your life. How much have you fed in your practice will only be revealed when you can sustain, when you can go through, persevere through all these challenges. அப்பதான் நீ practice பண்றதுக்கு அர்த்தமே இருக்கு. The reason why you're practicing is that. Other than that, you cannot test anything. So remember, you must generate power. To be a great teacher, you must to be a good teacher, you must be a great practitioner. To attract people, to keep people close to you, to have a different kind of presence, you must practice hard. Practice, generate good energy within your body, and then sustain that energy. Always sustain that energy. Don't waste it with unnecessary things. Understand? Then you're on the way to greatness. Not only greatness in yoga, not only greatness in spiritual practice, greatness in all aspects of your life, in your family life, in your career, in your relationship, everything, all around success. So I'm already a good person now. Why do I need to do all this? I'm already a good person. So one person asked me this, one student asked me this question. So I'm already a good person. Do I need to do anything else? But I'm still undergoing a lot of suffering in my life. Not suffering, not a lot of problems in my life. I'm a good person. Now, who said you are a good person? You yourself are saying you are a good person, isn't it? If everyone starts saying I am a good person, then what happens here? What will happen? For someone to say their action is good, it's like everyone is saying my action also is good. I went and punched him. Why? Because I don't like his face. So I punched him. But I think I'm a good person because I only punch people whom I think don't have a good face. Now, if you see these mixed martial artists, they will fight in the ring. Two persons are fighting their life out, bleeding here and there. Thousands of people are cheering them on. Feel happy. Can we say that this person is a good person because he is cheering a lot of people? It's not good, isn't it? They are suffering. He has to beat and nearly kill another person to make other people happy. Other people are basically paying to see another human being killing another human being. Basically killing, isn't it? It is why, why we learn martial, so you must remember, martial art, you must remember, this is art. It has been misinterpreted. Martial art has been misinterpreted. Martial art has been misinterpreted. We must fight to prove like that. People who enjoy the suffering of two men fighting their life out, two men or two women fighting their life out, cannot have compassion in the heart. You must remember. If you buy a ticket, I buy a ticket, 50 ringgit. Why you buy this ticket? I want to watch this mixed match, MMA. They are fighting. So you are, okay, what do they do in the ring? They fight. So you are basically paying to watch someone fight each other. Why? They are professional fighters. Oh, there are professional fighters. They're professional fighters. I didn't know this. Professional fighter. Fight is fight. You have to, can you fight compassionately? Have you seen anyone fighting compassionately? Muhammad Ali fighting compassionately like that. Have you seen like that? No, isn't it? What will happen? Long run, their brain get damaged. If you see all the boxers, around 60, 70, get certain diseases, including Muhammad Ali, including Mike Tyson, including Evander Holyfield. All these greatest. But because they have been receiving so many, and we paid, a lot of people paid to watch this, isn't it? To see two men, two human beings fighting each other. Then if someone is fighting in the road, we say, stupid plus. Don't know how to behave. You should get in the ring. We will pay for you and then you will come and watch. Isn't it? Why you are fighting in the street? See what you are doing. So always remember where you are spending energy, what you are watching, what you are supporting. Is entirely another topic. So we think just because we are doing certain things, we think we are good. That is the problem. So how do you become good? Tomorrow I will continue. How do I make myself good? So Master, okay, so you are saying we should not judge ourselves as being good, isn't it? How can I say myself? How can God make me suffer? Because I'm always doing good things. I'm a good person. But God is making me suffer. So isn't it unfair? So how should I be good? Now you're saying I should not tell myself good also, isn't it? It's like how? It's like you are, like how I normally say, you are writing your own exam. subjective question, and then you are marking it on your own. Okay, I will give, I think this is correct, this is correct, because it's your own answer, isn't it? You are cooking, you are eating on your own, and then you are saying, it's very tasty. You must give it to someone else, isn't it? Someone else should be the judge of that, isn't it? Now we will continue this discussion tomorrow. So continue here, then gone. No practice. Energy will not be generated. Namaste, Dihi. Chanting. Oh. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha, Vande Gurunam Charana Ravinde, Sandarshita Swa Atma Sukha Vibhude, Nishreyase Jangalika Yamane, Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye, Abahu Purushakaram, Shankachakrasidarinam, Sahasrashirasam Svedam, Pranamamim Padanjalim. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Repeat after me. Shri Gurupyo Namaha, Shri Gurupyo Namaha, Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Paramarishibhyo Namaha, Paramarishibhyo Namaha, Paramarishibhyo Namaha. Go down to Patanjali. Now begins the practice of Astanga Vinyasa, Astanga Surya Namaskar A, Samastitihi, breathing in up, breathing out all the way down. Breathing in, raise your head up. Breathing out, jump out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Breathe now, 5 times you breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up slightly, jumping it up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, sorry, come up, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale. Second one, Astanga Surya Namaskar B. Utkatasana, inhale. Go down, touch, come up. Go down, exhale. Raise your head up, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha Shavanasana, inhale. Adho Mukha Shavanasana, exhale. Left leg. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up slightly, jumping it up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, inhale, Samasthitihi, exhale, steady. Padangustasana, Padahastasana, jump out slightly, take hold of your big toe. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale.